Not too bad. I think it's good, right? Life total is looking a little bit healthier now. We can play finale, or we can just win the game here possibly. One step at a time. Let's start off with Nissa. I say we just go for it. They didn't let us go for it. How's it going, y'all? TimesFan920. Today we're back out of some more MTGA Arena gameplay. We got the full set finally out here on the normal client now. And, you know, the first deck I gotta go to is, of course, Simic Ramp. Anybody who watched the last deck in the last video of Simic Ramp, you saw how just busted that deck could be. So I wanted to play around some more of that because that's the most fun I've had in Magic in a while. First off, just want to say thank you to everybody who's popped in. If you're not a subscriber already, please do so. Really just helps me out knowing you guys are there, and just seeing all the love and support I'm getting from the channel has been great. And a lot of people seem to like that video, which is super exciting, so we're going to play a little bit more. Made a few changes to it, changed the mana base up a little bit. We're still playing 28 lands now. Just added a few more green sources there, got another favorite passage, but otherwise pretty much the same, pretty typical Simic mana base. I did add one of Enraged Forerunners and one Finale of Devastation. Be able to search that up, get everything haste, and slam for lethal big time. Sounds really, really fun. We're still playing a package of 4 of Euro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, 3 of Dryad Ilysian Grove. I was pretty impressed with this card, but holding the ground down and just playing another land. And of course, the card that blew me away the most, more than anything, was Nyx Bloom Ancient. I thought this was just a win more card and wasn't really thinking it'd be like a real difference maker, but it was. I did take out the Agent of Treachery. It's a good card and it works well in this matchup, but with things like that, you just do mass manipulation, just does the job a little bit better, I think. So took Agent of Treachery out for the time being. Otherwise, our threats there, we still got the 4 of Hydroid Craces, the Forerunners, this right here, this Cavalier. It's just Threat City, the Euro, and all that kind of stuff. I'm excited to play this deck. So we made a sideboard for it now. Not knowing what the meta is really, it's kind of hard to know what the sideboard should be. So I've got a 4 of Aether Gust, because I'm expecting a lot of, fires still going to be a thing and all of that. 2 Disdainful Stroke, people are doing big mana things it seems, so being able to counter all that kind of stuff sounds good. Return to Nature, take care of some artifacts or enchantments, and exile a card from a graveyard is pretty relevant now with all the escape cards, so this card might go up in value. 2 Disputes, 4 Livestruck Beast, and 2 Ceratops. So that's all we got. Let's take this into some rank now. We're probably the really low ranks. I didn't play much last season, but we'll see if we can't climb a little bit right now. Let's go. Alright, so we get the first game today here against M. Lunith. We got our snazzy Elspeth icon here. We'll take the play first. 28 lands in the main deck, and we have 0 to start off with. Let's go. So, of course, we follow that up by having 5. We'll keep this, and I guess we can pitch a forest. Think we'll be okay. So we'll pitch that. Go ahead and start off with the Castle Vantress, since it will come in untapped tapped for the time being. Pass turn. Not an explosive start here. Next turn, I think we're going to end up playing the Dryad first, since we're guaranteed to play the initial. Actually, we'll play the Euro. That's just a little bit more fun. Let's go ahead and play a Breeding Pool tap, pass the turn. Not an explosive start here. Missing our 1 and or 2 drops here, having a mulligan, but we'll make it work. We're going to be pretty much guaranteed to do bigger things than they are, so that part's pretty cool. And luckily, they are moving pretty slow themselves. Let's Euro. The Euro's strong right now, and we'll put this Castle V on the battlefield. So just like that, still up to 4 lands, even with a little bit of a slow start here. We'll play a Dryad next turn, play 2 Forest, and pass the turn. That's unless we draw a 5 drop. If we draw a Cavalier of Thorns or something like that, we'll play it instead. Chromatic Lantern, okay. Right on time is the Arboreal Grazer. Welcome to the party, friend. And I think we'll put this on the battlefield just to have as a blocker. We'll pass the turn here. So I can search my library for a card with 1, 2, 3, 4 mana costs. I could go for another Euro. If I draw a land this next turn, though, I'm also going to do this for 5 and grab a Cavalier of Thorns. Or just kidding, we're not going to grab anything. Still, though, if they're just Thought Erase Ring now, and that's all they've really got to do, then I don't think it's a huge deal for us. So we got Abzan something or another on this side of the field, just not sure what. Time Wipe, going to the bin. They probably got a land to play here. So they probably got some Niv business stuff going on. So that'll be a lot of fun. Let's see what they do. Flower. Cool. So, unfortunate that we didn't get to player finale here. We could have found us a Cavalier of Thorns. We'll get the Castle of Vantress on our upkeep and scry. We've only got 2 things in the bin right now. Let's see if we get Niv visited here. If we get a visit from Niv Mizzet. Ooh, that's a lot of options. Bottom, bottom, E-Z. That's more like it. I thought about putting a stop on her upkeep there so we could do it again, but I'd rather just... Heart of the cards, baby, heart of the cards. And this is nice. We almost whiffed. This is nice because this other stuff goes into the graveyard now. And if our Cavalier dies, we still get to put one of these cards on top, so we can put... Oh, I didn't mean to scry that to the top. I was trying to click and look, but honestly, that is okay with me. Client's struggling a little bit. We'll swing for 2 here. If they want to kill a Dryad, they can kill a Dryad. It's kind of done its job at this point. They gotta have something to do on their end step here. I can't imagine they're just pussyfooting around this much. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. How much is Forerunners again? I think we'll just do none of these, honestly. We'll just leave this Euro on top. And we'll decline this, so that way this just stays there. And we could get a Cavalier Thorns later if we had another one die. So Niv Mizzet coming in. So Niv Fires. What a spicy, spicy brew. I wonder if he's playing any new cards. Doesn't look like it. I like Ravager Worm. That's pretty hot. Definitely going to bring in a Return to Nature to take care of this Chromatic Lantern next time. So let's start off. We can do this and bring one back. That's pretty good. And then we can do this. Exile 1, 2. It's going to be a little tricky here. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. We'll do that. Bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, y'all. Okay. And no attacks here. So they can play Ethereal Absolution this next turn. Won't kill any of her stuff, but we'll make her stuff a little bit weaker, be annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're doing some big mana things here too. Fairy. That's actually kind of frustrating. Bounce the Euro. Like, it's still okay because we get a decent effect from it, but it is annoying. Though I think we just play a big old Hydroid Crisis here this next turn. We'll block. This isn't doing anything anymore, and it puts one more thing in the bin for us to escape with. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left over. Another Lantern. So they got 3 mana. Okay. So I think we're just playing big crisis here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can crisis for 7. Oh, we miscounted there. That really sucks, actually. Forerunners will be good in a turn here. Don't need the other temple, so we'll bottom that. And we'll swing this at Ultra Fairy, right? Just in case he's got some shenanigans there. I don't want him, like, instant speeding some board wide force if we're going to end race Forerunners here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Do we have enough mana to... I wish we had enough mana to escape that too. That would be pretty disgusting. Absolution's a pain. An absolute pain, if you will. Hopefully he swings in here, though. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Can't raise Wormer or Ravager Wormers here. Attack us. Let's go. Alright. So any creature we could play here alongside a it's pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Oops. 4. Well, I guess everything taps for green, doesn't it? So we'll play Nissa. Let that resolve. Play. So we don't have enough to escape this, right? Just play Forerunners. Oh, I should have done the... Should have untapped my thing first. I messed that up a little bit. So I'm missing out on some damage here. Faux show. But we get there anyway, even with the misplay. So Enraged Forerunner wins us the game there, even against a big old Niv Mizzet. So game 2 here, we'll bring in a Return to Nature. Disdainful Stroke can definitely come in. Love Struck Beast isn't good here. Ceratops we don't really care for. Dispute can counter, I mean, I guess a lot of things here. Just a lot of this seems good, actually. We'll put the Disputes in, too. As far as what we want to take out, Paradise Druid, probably a little bit too small ball here. We definitely want the Massive Manipulations to take care of those things. What else would we take out, though? Cavalier Thorns is... I'm going to go down to 2 of those because it doesn't match up very well against their Niv Mizzet for the mana cost that it is. And I think we want to keep all our other stuff here. Just cut up on some of this top end stuff here. Go to this. Be a little bit more reactive to what they're doing. So game 2 here against M. Lunith. And, you know, I thought the sideboarding for this might not be optimal. Wasn't really thinking of playing 5-color Niv Mizzet for my first deck of the day here, so we'll see if just the overall power of these cards can help pull us through, baby. This is a really good opener. Turn 1 Grazer. Turn 2 Dryad while still holding up Mystical Dispute for a blue spell. That seemed pretty good. Hopefully we don't get Thought Erasure on turn 2. That'd be sad. We could just get Duress here. Flower? Okay. Easy peasy. So we'll shock in also. Do a bit of this. Do a little bit of this. Pass the turn. So turn 3 here. I'm hoping to draw a land so we can play Dryad and play 2 lands here. Didn't play the Force, so we still know about that one. If I don't draw a land, it could be interesting because we maybe not want to play our Mystical Dispute, but I think we just let him have the Chromatic Lantern, as annoying as it is. Actually, maybe not, because maybe we can just hold up Mystical Dispute, counter that, because that's like how his whole gameplay gets going. But I think the play here is to play the Dryad and then play another island. We can still counter a blue spell this way. And this way, we have 4 mana here on turn 3. So that's a thing. Here we'll go ahead, play a temple, scry 2, 3, 4, XX 1, 2, 3. I think I actually am going to keep this on top because I'm going to play the Krasis this next turn more than likely. For now though, we're just going to hold up the Stroke or the Mystical Dispute. Deputy. I almost don't even care about Deputy. Yeah, like I think I just let that go. It's not really doing anything that we care about right now. This Dryad serves its purpose at this point. So now my decision gets a little bit harder because I can Krasis for 2, but then they can just Niv Mizzet next turn. So I think I'm actually just going to pass the turn. A little bit awkward here. But I just have all this counter magic held up I'd rather wait on. We definitely don't want him resolving that Niv Mizzet. Could have scried there. Maybe should have scried there. Let's see if he's got some counter magic in him. So now we can untap Breeding Pool. This will be good because we've got 3 mana up. So let's get the beats on here, let Nissa do her thing. Next turn now we can have a big crisis so we can get rewarded for being a little bit patient there. Oh, so he's got the... That sucks. Mortify is not even a great card against this deck. That's what's frustrating about this. So he's got the 3 mana to pay for it, so... We just gotta let it go. Unfortunate. Not cool, man. Not cool. Well, hopefully he tries to Niv it now and we can still punish. Yeah, boy. You punish me, I punish you. That's how it goes. Play land, bud. Now, I wanted a big crisis. Come on. Alright, so even though we got a little bit punished there from that one play, we still get the dub. Vortex into silver. Woohoo. Let's play another. I did have fun, though. Alright, game number 2 here is against Darezen. Let's see if we can't keep this Simic train rolling and get another dub. We'll be on the draw of this game. See what the open hands got for us here. Don't love that. I think I'll keep because with the temple here, we have a decent chance of maybe scrying into something that can accelerate us here. This Euro will be good to find us some lands. This isn't the best keep in the world, but I'm going to go with it. This is still a 3 mana ramp spell, and we have some top end with the Crisis here. They start off with a little temple of their own. Yeah, Cavalier, that's more like it. Crisis, we don't want another right now. We'll bottom that. Alright, opponent starts getting the timer down on turn 2, but they finally get something down here. Still no play from them. I mean, there's a possibility that this is like Simic Flash or something instead of Simic Ramp. No, they've got a Growth Spiral. And the Garen Brig definitely makes me believe it's Simic Ramp. So they're playing a little bit different package than we are. We'll see which one's better here. Dryad was a fine draw. I think... Let's see here. 3, 4, 5. We've already got the lands here, so I think I'd rather just play the Dryad. So that way if we draw another land next turn, we can still play it too. So we'll play this and then play this castle. Pass the turn. Oh, I forgot Dryad makes all of our lands all the things. So that's kind of cool that it comes in untapped because of that. Missed that interaction. They've got a Cavalier and Nissa. This is where it goes down, but at least this Dryad can also block a Nissa. That's another reason to play that over the Euro there at that point. Opponent's playing very slow. Turn 5, Nissa or Cavalier, what we got? Leafkin Druid. Still got 4 green mana floating. Leafkin Druid, so they're getting some value there, but they're not ramping anything super impressive yet. They could have an Agent of Treachery, they could have a Mass Manipulation. My god, holy crap, dude. So they're kind of just going wombo on us here if they don't, if they have something good. Here, we'll play Garen Brig and play a Cavalier. We'll resolve that. Just put a little Breeding Pool in. We have the 1 mana floating still. So we'll play that as well, just as a blocker to have. And not really going to attack because we can't do anything. So they're kind of just pitter-pattering around for now. God, Ilysian's in would just eat him up right now. My goodness. Eat him up. Okay, Thassa with that's really good. My God, they're just doing it all. Well, they'll definitely have the mana. They don't have anything in the graveyard to make that go away, though. So expect some chump blocks here pretty soon. Pretty nifty. So we've got 4 things in the bin. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we don't have to crack that yet. So it's XX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to tax first. They take that. So do this for 5. Two lands, yuck. We'll pass the turn. We'll crack the Fable Patch at the end just to thin the deck out a little bit. I'm afraid of what's about to happen here with all the mana they have. Okay. So Nissa on the other side. If they just have an End-Raze Forerunner here, we're probably just mega dead. I am scared. Wish I knew what turn this was, too. It's Cavalier, they still have 10 mana floating. So it seems like they got lucky enough to, even though they had all these Leafkins here, to just draw. I mean, that with the Risen Reef was great, though. Usually you wouldn't want all these Leafkins, and if not for this Risen Reef, they would have had just a terrible hand. But they got bailed out by Risen Reef. Worked out for them pretty well there. I think we just go next game. We don't need to see any more of this. Like, we're not going to get through that wall. Yikes. So they got to do their thing there. Here, Stroke can come in. Dispute's not great because those have so much mana. Ceratops also just not Ceratops isn't as good in this matchup as you would think it is. I'm going to do that. Just like 2 Aether Gust. The Mass Manipulations will won't take control of their things. Paradise Druid, a little bit slow here. I'm going to cut 1 euro. The Craces are good because we ramp over. Maybe just 1 Cavalier of Thorns. I'm trying to think of what doesn't match up well against what they're going to have in their hand. Maybe just 1 Ancient. Seems like it could just be a little bit overkill having multiples of those. So game 2 gets Darezen. The Simic Ramp Mirror. I'm just playing the different versions here. We'll take the play. Opener. This is decent. We got Growth Spiral on 2, Dryad on 3. We got plenty of chance. We're just going to be looking for lands at this point because I don't want a bottom stroke, but us only having 2 lands right now doesn't put us in position to really keep that. Grazer. Late to the party. I'll be really pissed if we go to turn 3 missing lands here. 28 land deck, not enough to hit them. They got a Mystical Dispute here. Wow, come on. I mean, but even now, like, this Dryad isn't good. So they've got Mystical Dispute in hand. That was a pretty big tell there. Field of Ruin, okay. So here, I don't really want to play. Let's go to tax first. I don't want to play this Crasis just for 2, but I feel like I really need to just make sure we're hitting a land for this Nissa next turn. So, Crasis for 2. Super exciting. We do hit the land. We can play this extra land now. And I can go ahead and just throw this into the battlefield just because it taps for anything there. So that ain't too shabby. We got Nissa coming down this next turn. Another Risen Reef. We don't want to see that. Alright, so play a Temple. Well, we'll say no on that there because we're going to have the mountain or the forest here with Nyx Bloom. We're kind of looking for something to just really take advantage of that Nyx Bloom Ancient. So we'll do this. Untap. We'll do Breeding Pool, kind of like represent having something that could really mess with them here, even though we don't. We got them down to 11 already here, so much better on the play so far. If they just do something like a Cavalier of Gales or a Cavalier of Thorns, that's not too awful for us. Green man is a little awkward for them here, because they can't use a Castle Garenbrig. So yeah, if they're just Euroing this turn, that is good for us. Luckily, he's not an elemental. Okay, so we have 2, 4. Yeah, this one is intertapped all day. Everything's a forest now. Sucks. That sucks. So, untap this island. So this is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I almost just want to use this other Nissa too, but we're just going to attack for now. We're still in pretty good shape here, I think. Just in case they have some kind of crazy answer to deal with this Nissa, we have this backup one. Yeah, Cavalier Thorns ain't going to be it. Unless they just happen to get enough blockers out here to stifle us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because we just have 3 blockers. We'll have 4 attackers. We can do 4 attackers, 5, and then 6 here. Math. So you got 3 mana now. If they have another Euro, that could buy them some life, though. Yeah, another Risen Reef, so you got 4 blockers now, so we really need to kill them this next turn. Luckily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, so no matter what, 5 damage is getting through here. So we've got this one. Unless they have a blue spell there. Okay. So, 2. Untap that. Play another Nissa. Keep that. Oh, come on, buddy. At least let me swing lethal there. So we pick up game 2 here. On the draw, probably need to take this other Nyxbloom Ancient now. I'd love to use it, but with him having the Disdainful Strokes, it just seems like it's a little bit too hard to play around. Maybe put the Euro back in. But even Euro didn't seem that good on the other side either. Maybe we just put in one more Aether Gust and go with this. So game 3 here against Darezen. Their list is looking good too, though. Like, I've been trying to consider which version this is better. I definitely want to play around with the Risen Reef version. The problem with the Risen Reef versions is that if you don't have your Risen Reef, it just feels so bad. So this one's risky because on the draw, if we don't draw land, especially with this Grazer, we'll feel really bad. But 2 Cavalier Thorns, 2 green sources already. I'm going to risk it. We have the Disdainful Stroke if we do happen to stumble. So we're hoping to just kind of run some lands off the top here. That's a good one. Let's do this. Do this. Pass the turn. So we'll have 3 lands here this next turn. Yeah, we can just do Temple here easily. Hold up Disdainful Stroke. We got the 3 already. So that's 3, 4, 5. So we'll keep this just to guarantee our Cavalier Thorns can come down. Pass turn. Assume we see a Risen Reef here. Yup. Yup. Still nothing. We can finale for 2. Doesn't do much. Hopefully they don't have another Risen Reef here. Let's go. So, if I play this, they probably just stroke it. So I think I'm just going to wait for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, so here's what we're doing. We're going to play this because if they Disdainful Stroke it and then tap out to play something, if we draw an untapped land, that we can Mass Manipulation and take it. So I'm actually going to just try to use this. I'm assuming it eats the dust here. Aether Gust. I think we will put it back on top, though. Temple. They top that. Scary. Thassa. So at least their shields are down now. So now we can Cavalier. Safely. Find a temple. Almost whip there. Don't want another temple. I wouldn't mind like another land at some point, but temple's not it. Yes, this will be good because unless they have a way to counter this, we're going to steal their Cavalier of Thorns this next turn. So they got Disputes and Aether Gust out the wazoo. They could have another counterspell here. Alright, so let's try to take this, see if it works. They've milled so many sideboard cards, so it'd be really unfortunate if they still had it, but if they have it, they have it. Okay. Frustrating, but not a bad play by them. Now they've got mana for days, though. Disgusting. This Simic Ramp with Thassa and Risen Reef may just be the way to go. You just get so many activations between Thassa and Cavalier of Thorns. Like you don't look at that as a creature because you're basically never going to have that as a creature. They're down to 28 cards on the library already. Like they went through so many things, and it's mostly just counter spells. Sure. We'll take that. Okay, so they're tapped out here now. This isn't looking good at all. That's just too much value, bro. Why would you not do Cavalier of Thorns instead? Land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get Finale for 5, but that doesn't do a ton. Get Finale for 3 and hold up Disdainful Stroke. Do a Euro. Auto pay would leave us with Disdainful Stroke, so we'll do that. And we will get Euro. More Grazers. Fun. We'll just pass the turn here for now. Not looking good for us. They've just done crazier stuff than we have, which is pretty impressive because this deck does some pretty crazy things. No. No to that. They gonna have the counter spell here though. They've just had every answer in the book, man. We'll let them do their thing here. We're so toast. Oh, we found our nemesis, and I think it is the Thassa's version of this. I think this does require you to have a lot more answers lined up in the right way. So it kind of I don't like it in that regard, but they just had it every time. So more power to them. We'll see if they ever find what they're looking for here. Oh, let's take these beats. GG opponent. Game here against Wands. See if we can't rebound from that awful, awful loss. Opener, a little bit awkward here. Oh, we got a turn 3 Euro, turn 4 Cav, so I'm going to keep it. This Fatal Passage can allow us to grab us an island. So we'll still keep it, but it's not an exciting one. Gilded Goose. Let's go ahead and pass turn here. Draw another Cavalier. Opponent's taking their sweet, sweet time. So they burn a mana, just a discovery. Making me think they're probably really low on lands here. But we like seeing that on turn 2. Fatal Passage, wait on the opponent a more. Here, we just play this tap, pass the turn. Turn 3, let's see what they got for us. They're playing some Sultai, something another here. Euro themselves. Welcome to the new meta. It's going to be see a lot of this kind of stuff going on in our future. Looks like they're getting lucky and hitting their lands, though, after all this. They swing for 2, send a message. Let's go ahead and Euro ourselves. So we do this, put Temple Mystery into play. Draw another Temple. Scry, anything that's on a land here we'll keep on top. Nissa definitely counts. That's one we might end up playing instead of Cavalier of Thorns. That way we can go to the Krasis next turn. We'll see what they do first. Cavalier will also fill up our graveyard for Euro. Granted, their Discovery does that pretty well, so that's a good reason to play that. Maybe they're just playing Simic and they're splashing. Nope, just kidding. So, now that we've seen that Palooka Nose, I think we've got to just Cavalier. So at least fills up the graveyard for Euro also. Lazav. Okay, this is a spicy one. If they swing here now, I may just take this. We're going to start getting pretty aggressive on them here too. See what the follow-up is. More Discovery. They bend Growth Spiral, draw something else here. Probably a land. Alright. So we can Nissa here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can Nissa and Cavalier. Seems fine. So let's play Nissa first. We'll untap a forest and attack. Because they don't have any blocks right now that can save that. Eight-point swing there, then untap, play another Cavalier. Here we'll take a Fable Passage, just thin the deck out a little bit, throw some more stuff in the graveyard for Euro, and pass the turn. I guess I could have done that and then played a Paradise Druid. That was bad on my part. Pretty nifty. So they swing both of these in this, so we'll just let them eat it. That'll be fine. They're swinging at my face. I mean, if that's the case, we'll just take 12, because we can just take both these Euros back this next turn. So before we forget, let's go ahead and do this. And I'm actually going to take a blue source, so that way if we find a mass manipulation off top, we'll be okay. I think we just take this for now. I think we got a little bit of life to play with. So we'll go down to 5 here. Another temple. Not what we asked for. Euro's not it either. So let's go ahead, play Euro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain us some life back here. Scry with this one. Next bloom, I think we're in business for that. And then we can try to think if there's a way we can make this work. To play next bloom also. I think for the time being though, there's not quite enough stuff in the graveyard there. So let's just Euro again. Gain a little bit more life. And battlefield this turn. But this is the one we want to keep, so we'll keep this one. Alright. Now that we've done that, we can play Paradise Druid. Untap a land. He can make a food and eat it here with Goose. Attack here. I don't think I want to leave one back either, do I? Could be risky, but we got 2 blockers here. These don't have trample or anything, so. This way he's got to block with the Goose. Wait, what'd he do? Oh, he had a fight. Don't think we want to put any of these on top, right? Well, I guess we could put the Hydroid Crisis on top. So we'll do that. And now that's not as much damage coming at us either. Yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty strong right now. We have 2, 4, 6 mana. It's not enough to do anything we need right now, so we'll pass turn. Okay. Euro of his own, but it's not going to be enough compared to this next blue Ancient and Hydroid Crisis. We have a lot more lands than he does for the time being. Lazav. He's got some interesting things going on. Still, we'll give him that. he's just swinging with that, I think I just take it. Because we're about to kind of do some nutty stuff here this next turn. Yep, Dryad's fine. A little bit late to the party. Anything else here? Don't think so. Alright, so start off. Nyx Bloom Agent. Let's make sure we tap this. Actually, it'll tap it fine. Let's do Castle Garenbrig here. 6, 7. So now we can do big Krasis. We're still going to be so heavy on the life here that it won't really matter. So 21, 27, so a 25 power Krasis. Not too bad. I think that's good, right? Life total is looking a little bit healthier now. We can play Forest, play a Dryad. Oh, these had 4 now, I forgot. So then we can play Island. Play a cheap Growth Spiral. Put another land into play here. So we still got 3 mana floating. 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So this is only going to take one of their things here. But we'll take their Euro, I guess. We'll take this one. Just gets a blocker out of the way. Let's go to tax. We'll let this one live, right? That was actually pretty stupid of me. Oh, I forgot we had the Grazer in hand too. We actually could have made this work to just end race 4 runners. They're kind of just like watching us play their food here at this point. Alright, so now go back up to 20. We'll put this. Grindy game because he's not conceding here, even though we've definitely got this one won. But I think all this power on board will be enough to get through this next turn. Croaks is not it either. Again, very cool deck, and I like the idea of what he's doing here. Just, I don't think it's going to work at this point. We'll discard a Temple. I mean, if they don't have a way to stop a 25 power Krasis in the air, that's not going to matter. Maybe a good game to try to force him to get this over with. Oh boy. block there. Yeah, like what was the point of making us waste all that time there? So sideboard wise here, Stroke can come in. Return to nature to exile something can come in. And don't think that's going to be enough there. Maybe Aether Gust is okay here. They do have... They play 3 colors. It's weird. Druids can come out again. 1 Dryad can come out here. The Nyx Bloom seem good because they're kind of slow. We want to take all... We want to, play this big game with them. Go down 1 Euro. Maybe 1 Grazer. It's game 2 here against Wands. See if we can play a little bit faster this time. Man's slowing us down. Still get a Grazer, so not punished for cutting. It's actually a really good hand for us. We'll need to draw... If we can draw some intermediate ramp in between there, it'll be good. We have definitely have a top end. Just these... This is looking a little bit awkward with the amount of green sources we have. I'll say that as I draw another forest. Turn to nature. Don't think I want that right now. Or do I? I think we do better. Okay, so they're discovering. Two at the bottom's a good sign for us. Don't mind seeing a Stroke. Again, this will be a spot where I probably end up Crasising for 2. We'll even shock in here for it, just to have this other blue source down. If they want to counter a Crasis for 2, they can go for it. Cool. Definitely don't mind you wasting your mana on that. I just wanted the draw ability, so that was a very weak counterspell on his part. So now Nissa off the top would be fantastic. We could Nissa, hold up Aether Gust, and Disdainful Stroke. Lazav just a pain, but there's nothing in the graveyard that we really want him to get. I say that as he bends a Pelucranos. Okay, Cavalier is a good top end, top deck there. They still have another Stroke for it. Lucky man, finding 2 of his Strokes there that early on. Must be nice. Yarok, we can just Aether Gust, so that's not a huge deal. Euro's not a bad draw either. Say we just Euro for now. Garenbric's fine, but I do want some blue sources. I think we just hold up Aether Gust and Stroke for now. On his end step, I might throw Yarok back to hand. That's fine. It's a little bit late for that to matter at this point. I'll even take the damage here. I want to go to end step, make sure he can't do anything with that. Let's go ahead and shoot that back to his hand now. He's only got 1 card in hand. If he's got a counter spell for it again, then more power to him. Temple is a blue source, just a little bit slow. 1, 2, 3. I mean, that still is, so I'm going to keep it. And don't have the cards in the graveyard for Euro here, so we'll just hold up Stroke past the turn. This Lazav's going to be annoying, though. Now, if this Carrington ends up countering something off whatever he just top decked or had in hand before, that'll be aggravating. Looks like he's doing a little bit of escaping. which is fun because it's still a cost, so we can still stroke it. Back in the bin it goes. Temple here. Aether Gust. So next turn he's probably going to play Yarok. We'll have... I just don't think we want Aether Gust at this point. We need some actual threats. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So still not enough to escape there quite yet. It's been an awkward game for us, but I think we're navigating it as well as we can. He's only got 2 things in the bin now, so he's not really close to doing that. Unless he just drew a Mystical Dispute, he's not going to be able to counter. So we'll pass here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this should be pretty good now, so we can do this for 2. Take this and this. Could take the carry to 2, but I want to leave some mana open. If that last card is a dispute, I'll be so mad. Could be an Aether Gust. Okay. Yeah, I should have done this for 3. I don't know. Wasn't a very great play on my part there. But this Lazav could be interesting for us. So we'll pass the turn. Should have attacked there as well. Yeah, Gilded Goose, we ain't scared of. Crisis is a good one. Let's go ahead and do that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoops. So 6 floating, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Crisis for 9. That should be pretty huge for us. Attack here to see if we can get a free point of damage in there so we didn't last time. Okay. In the turn here, he's got to escape exile 6 cards for that Plukranos to work, so that's good for us too. So next turn, play Nissa, play Euro, be happy. Ooh, Finale. Or we could just win the game here, possibly. One step at a time. Let's start off with Nissa. I say we just go for it. They didn't let us go for it. Alright, so we finished off 2-1 there. Looks like it's going to be Simic City. End up getting up to Silver 2. Woohoo. The joys of not playing much MTGA last season. Take a look at the deck list one more time. Hey, we got a Mastery Orb. Look at that. We'll open our pack we got real quick. Taranika. So, Simic Ramp again. Still trying to work out the kinks in the deck. I still like the deck a lot, and the power's there, obviously, especially as many people playing as they are. We just got to figure out the right iteration of it. Dryad feels great sometimes and not as good other times. I think the next time I play this, I'm going to try the Risen Reef Leafkin Druid package with Thassa and try that out. But overall, really liking the deck. Still loving Nyx Bloom Ancient. I know a lot of people still think that's a win more card, but you saw how powerful it was. And able to just like pull us out of death range with that Hydroid Crisis there was pretty good. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Got 100 subscribers this month for the we're not even halfway through the month yet. So considering I used to get like 1 to 2 subs a day and be super stoked about it, 117 days is crazy. So thank you all so much for the support. Love you guys. See you next time. Goodbye.